The MyCat result was announced just last week, and a lot of you must be wondering if you should go to MICA or not. So in this video, I am going to tell you what is life at MICA like. We are going to cover selection process, placements, curriculum, faculty, alumni, everything. So stay tuned till the end of this video, because that is when I'll answer if you should go to MICA or not, if MICA is the right college for you. So let's begin with first things first, which is the selection process. So I graduated from MICA last year. I'm the 2022-24 batch, and I'm going to share my personal experience as well. In the selection process, 35% weightage is given to CAT, XAT, GMAT. Yes, the college accepts all three of these exams, and when I applied, the cutoff was somewhere around 85 percentile, but now I think they have increased that to 90 percentile. I'm not sure about that. You'd have to find out. Yeah, I think it's 90 percentile. Sorry for my voice. I have been under the weather, but because I promised to some of my subscribers that I am going to make a video on MICA, here I am doing the same. So 35% weightage is given to CAT, XAT and GMAT. 25% weightage is given to the MyCat exam. So there is MyCat 1, which usually happens in December. MyCat 2 happens in January. And it's a very unique exam because they test you on various parameters. There is a psychometric test. Then there is a test on your creative writing ability. So they'll give you 4 pictures and you need to basically combine these 4 pictures to write a story. And then there is the exam, which comprises of 25% is given to verbal ability, reading comprehension, 25% is logical reasoning, 25% is quants, and yes, 25% is GK. And the interesting thing about the MyCat exam is a lot of other exams will have 4 or 5 options. In MyCat, you get 8 options with 1 correct answer. So getting an answer correct through fluke is something that is very difficult to do in the MyCat exam. And yes, there is 1 mark given for every correct answer and minus 0.25 for every wrong answer. So that is the structure of the MyCat exam. 25% weightage is given to this. About 7 to 8,000 students write MyCat, out of which only 700-800 students get invited for the GEPI process. What's the GEPI process like? 10% weightage is given to group exercise. We don't have group discussions, we have group exercises. So you would be given something which is going to basically test you on your creative thinking. You know, how creative are you? So in my case, we were given a situation where there is a student who has stolen some sports equipments, and the student council has to deal with that situation, and we need to enact this through a mute skit. Some of my other friends were given Russia-Ukraine crisis and all these other kind of topics. In the personal interview, one observation that I have made, yes, personal interview is 20%. In the personal interview, one observation that I have made is that in most of the other B schools, the interview feels like an interview. But at MICA, the interview process is a lot more conversational. They genuinely want to know what kind of a person are you. So to know more about the, I'm going to make an entire video on the entire selection process very shortly. And I'm going to share all the GEPI tips and tricks so that you are very well prepared for that. So yes, the GEPI process is very interesting and it's a lot of fun, to be honest. 5% weightage is given to your grades, your 10th, 12th and graduation marks, and 5% is given to extracurricular and diversity. So that is the entire selection process. Coming to the second thing, which is curriculum and faculty. The good thing about MICA is the curriculum is very unique. It's the kind of, you would be taught subjects that you'd not find in any other B schools. You're taught subjects like semiotics, metaphors and narratives, both taught by Professor Harmony. Then you are taught, and Professor Harmony is a legendary woman. She's a fun person to talk to. You must interact with her. Then marketing communication is taught by the very own Dr. Falguni Vasavada, who is very famous on social media. There are a lot of media subjects. Media department is headed headed by Professor Santosh Patra. There are media subjects around media law, integrated media planning, sports marketing. Where else do you get to learn about sports marketing? You're taught about media agenda setting. Then there are some interesting electives as well, and some unconventional business school subjects, like there is storytelling. Then there is global business and geopolitics. That is one elective that I had taken because I am a geopolitics buff, and the kind of conversations we have in the class, it's amazing. So we have a lot of unconventional B school subjects, and if these are the kind of subjects that interest you, then MICA is the place for you. In terms of specializations, we have specialization in advertising and brand management. That's what I took. There is media and entertainment management, digital communication management, data science and business analytics, and then there is a minor on sales and customer relationship. So these are the broad classification of the subjects. Then on top of that, in terms of projects, there are some interesting projects that you get to choose from. I personally worked on my impact because I was a PGDM student. So there are two programs. There is PGDMC and PGDM. PGDMC stands for Postgraduate Diploma in Management Communications. PGDM is Postgraduate Diploma in Management. Both programs are very similar to each other in terms of the curriculum, in terms of placements, everything. It's just just the names are different. Rest everything else more or less remains same. But there was one slight difference. When I was studying at MICA, all the PGDM students had to mandatorily do a My Impact project, which is a 6 to 8 month long live project that you work on with one of the businesses. So I was working with a hospital, and we worked on rebranding and marketing strategy for that hospital. There is a rural immersion program, and it's truly a life changing experience. As an urban kid, I got the opportunity to understand how privileged I am when I lived in rural India for for a week to 10 days. You have to spend in rural India, and it's truly a life changing and eye opening experience. And this is a mandatory thing for all MICA students, and this is something you'd have to do in your second year. So yes, that's all about the curriculum. Faculty is amazing. We have a lot of guest lectures as well from people who are industry experts, who are heading marketing departments of large organizations. Coming to your peers, you'll have a diverse background of peers. You would have people who are engineers, who are lawyers, doctors, history graduates, English literature graduates. So wide variety in terms of diversity, academic diversity. The gender ratio forever has always been 50-50. So that's also a good thing at MICA. And the average age at the time of intake is roughly around 24. There are people who are as young as 20. There are people as old as early 30s. So that's the kind of peers that you're going to get on campus. All of them are fun people, very warm and welcoming and friendly people at MICA. Then coming to the campus life, what's the campus life like? So let's start with the campus itself. It's a lush green 19-acre campus, and because it's lush green, there's a lot of wildlife as well. You'd see peacocks, snakes, rats, scorpions, langurs, lots of lizards, thanks to the lush green nature of the campus. There is a library called KEIC, and my favorite thing about KEIC is that there is a TV which is dedicated to showing ads, all the famous ads that you have ever seen on TV. So those ads are played, on that TV. The library is open 24/7. In terms of health, there is a 24/7 compounder. There is a doctor on campus who's usually there during the working hours, and there is also a mental health counselor, because MICA believes that physical health and mental health both are important. Then apart from that, the auditorium, we have an iconic auditorium called Mani Iyer Auditorium, which is it's a very cozy and nice auditorium, and we organize a lot of events there, such as movie screening and a lot of other things, is there at Mani Iyer Auditorium. In case the B school life gets too much for you and you need a place to meditate, to calm yourself down. There is also a Ganpati temple on campus, and I used to usually go there to meditate, to relax, to feel calm when there was a lot of stress on campus. Ganpati temple is also there. In terms of sports facilities, there are a lot of sports facilities as well. There is a football ground, there is a small cricket pitch, there is a basketball court, tennis court, badminton court, there's a volleyball court, and if you are a fitness freak, there is a gym as well, which is open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. There is also laundry service which is available on campus, but usually people don't go to that laundry guy unless and until they want to dry clean their suits or get their shirts ironed for the placement season. Most students manage to contribute and buy a washing machine which they keep in their hostel, and they take turns to use that washing machine to reduce the dependency on the laundry guy. uh, yes, talking about hostels, I have to tell you about the hostels. There are first year hostels, then there are second year hostels. In first year, you'll get to pick and choose from Palash, Parijat, Silver Oak, and Ashoka. So all hostels at MICA are named after trees, and this tree is there inside the hostel, right? So Palash is a all boys hostel. Parijat is a all girls hostel. Silver Oak is a co-ed hostel where girls stay on the first floor, boys stay on the ground floor. And Ashoka is not a hostel. It is a three-star hotel, in my opinion, because it's the only hostel on campus that has an attached bathroom. All the other hostels have a common bathroom. And in Ashoka, you would find students from first year, second year, CCC, as well as FPM students. FPM is the PhD program at MICA. So you'd find all these students staying at Ashoka. Uh, Important thing to remember is that in first year all the hostels are double occupancy, so you'd have a roommate with you. In second year, even though the hostel room gets slightly smaller, the plus point is that it is single occupancy, so you have your privacy. Apart from Ashoka, there are six hostels that you can pick and choose from. In second year, I was in Champa. Then there is Chandani, there is Chinar, Gulmohar, Kachnar, and Amaltas. So that's all about the hostels. And it is, the hostels are in second year, all the hostels are co-ed. Boys stay on the ground floor, girls stay on the first floor. And the hostel life is truly amazing, and I miss my hostel days. So yes, that's all about the campus. I think we have covered everything apart from food. Yes, food is also an important thing we need to cover. So there is a mess which serves breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. And in terms of mess standards, the food is very good. You get chole bhature at times, you get cheese paratha. Cheese paratha is my personal favorite. And on your lucky days, you might also get a chocolate ice cream. And in case you have late night cravings and the mess is closed, then there is a 24/7 iconic canteen called Chota Canteen, which is a place where a lot of Micans hang out. And this canteen is open 24/7. So at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I've gone to the canteen, Chota Canteen, and I've had my favorite butter garlic Maggie. Some people like Anish Paratha, some people like the burger there, but it's all personal preference. But every Mican has one favorite dish at Chota. And if you happen to go to Mica, do say hi to Anand Bhai from me. So yes, that's all about the campus life. I think I've covered everything, facilities and everything has been covered. So now let's talk about the committees, another important thing that concerns students. So talking about committees, there are several committees on campus. There is obviously the student committee, which is MCSA. That's the student council, basically. Then there is a leadership series, which conducts events on leaderships. So they invite speakers who give a talk on who come and they give a talk on industry and their role, all of that. So then there is MICA Minds, which is the research and consulting wing, and they also help you get live projects. There is obviously the placement committee that organizes the placement process for summer internship as well as final placements. There is team interface, which is the marketing team of MICA. They handle all the social media pages. So if you're following MICA on Instagram, so that page is managed by Team Interface. There is MICA's, which is MICA's very own podcast. There is the Alumni Network, Alumni Committee, which manages all the alumni events such as city meets and GAM. So what is GAM? So every year the immediate batch, 5-year old, 10-year old, 15, 20, 25 and 30-year old batch, they come and they stay on campus for a weekend. Obviously they come on different dates, and this is primarily to relive the good old college days. There is Jagriti, which is the social service and community service wing of MICA. MICA Vani is MICA's very own radio station. Then there is My Canvas. My Canvas is My Canvas is basically the college fest of MICA, and it is Asia's largest marketing fest. And I personally attended My Canvas in 2022, and I got the opportunity to listen to Mohit Chauhan, one of my favorite singers, and I sang Nadan Parinde alongside Mohit Chauhan. It was so much fun. So My Canvas is basically the fest, and the committee that manages that fest is the My Canvas committee. Then MICA also has its own TEDx committee. So every year MICA organizes a TEDx event. So if you have ever aspired to become a TEDx curator, you should join MICA TEDx. There is EDC, which is the entrepreneurship cell. There is Litcom, which is the literature committee for MICA. And if you are part of Litcom, you will also get the opportunity to go and attend the Jaipur Literature Fest, which happens every year in the month of January, obviously in Jaipur. So that's all about Litcom. Then there is the committee that I was part of, my personal favorite, the oldest committee at MICA, Sankalp, which is the theatre society at MICA. So I in first year I acted in one of the annual productions. So annual production is the flagship event of Sankalp. So that is one big that's one large scale play that we organize every year. And in 2023 I acted in the play, and in 2024 I got the opportunity to direct the play alongside my co-director Orchishman. And we had directed an original play called Parchai, which was performed at Thakurbai Desai Auditorium. And for the annual production, we also sell passes on Book My Show, and the residents of Ahmedabad, they can buy those passes and come and watch the play. And the play is so big that it gets featured every year in Ahmedabad Mirror. So if you are someone who loves theatre, Sankalp is the committee for you. That's the committee I was in when I was at MICA. Then for all the music lovers, musicians, Studio 7 is the committee. Then there is cultural committee, and lastly MICA SCAM. What does SCAM stand for? It stands for the sports committee at MICA. That's the sports committee. They organize sports events. They take care of all the sports facilities at MICA. So yes, that's all about the formal committees at MICA. Apart from that, there are some informal committees as well, but I'll not talk about them because then the video will become too very long. So now we will look at something that you all have been waiting for. What are the placements like at MICA? So let's start off with the summer internship placements. This is the 2023-24 report. 100% placements, 4.5 lakhs is the highest stipend, 1.5 lakhs average stipend, and 1,20,000 a month was the median stipend. You can see the sector wise highest as well as the average stipend, and you can see that there were roles from FMCG, IT, FMCD, media and advertising, analytics, BFSI consulting, and others. And like always, FMCG had a lot of offers, and so did media and advertising. Coming to the roles offered, these were the type of roles that were offered. You can take a good look at this. And the companies, these were the recruiters for summer internship. So you can see some of the big names like AB InBev, Accenture, Amul, Atlassian, Disney. Then there is obviously the Times of India group. They always come for recruitments. There is EA. So if you are into gaming, then EA
was one of the recruiter. Then there is uh, Intel. There is obviously ITC, Johnson and Johnson, Indigo. So a lot of big names did come for summer internship. Puma, Sony Pictures, PVR Inox. So all these brands were there for summer placements. It is important to note that when we talk about placements, there are two types of placements that happens in B schools. One is through campus placements, that is, the company comes on campus for recruitment, and then some of the recruitment also happens through case competitions. So if a student wins the case competition, so that student gets a summer internship opportunity at that company. So to give you an example, Johnson and Johnson usually has their own case competition, which is conducted every year. And if you participate in that and you win the case competition, then you get a summer internship at Johnson and Johnson. So that is just one example. So yes, this is what the summer internship looked like in 23-24. Now we will take a look at the final placements. Talking about final placements, 100% placements in 2023-24 report. Highest CTC 35 and half lakhs, average is 19.21 lakhs. Then median is 18 lakhs is the median CTC. You can look at the sector wise overview: FMCG, IT, FMCD, media and advertising, analytics, and others. And in this, you would notice that there is a good amount of split across sectors. So 38 offers from FMCG, 35 from FMCD, media and advertising 32, and on top of that, analytics, BFSI, consulting also, you can see 35 offers. So more or less an even spread across sectors. These were the type of roles that were offered. You can take a good look at this. And now coming to the companies that came for recruitment. So a lot of new companies also came for recruitment, and yes, as I mentioned earlier, some students were given pre-placement offers after they won a case competition. So my roommate won the case competition in Johnson and Johnson, and he did his summer internship there, and then he got a pre-placement offer also. So the guy who got placed in Johnson and Johnson is none other than my very own roommate. Then when we take example then we can take examples of some other big names also. There is obviously Accenture strategy and consulting wing. Then there is Adani, Amul. You can also see IBM came for recruitment. Then there is Mastercard that came for recruitment. A lot of big names, PVR Inox. You can see my company, RR Kabul. That's where I got placed. So they had come for recruitment. Then there is Target, Titan, TVS. So a lot of big brands did come for final placements in 2023-24. Now we come to the notable alumni. These are industry leaders and experts who graduated from MICA. These people are, in my opinion, celebrities, and you can see that there are a lot of people who are big names in the brand management space. There are people who are CEOs, executive directors, managing directors, head of marketing departments, chief marketing officers, COOs are from MICA. Then a lot of CEOs from in the media and entertainment space are also from MICA. Then in the digital communication management space, there are some industry leaders. And in market research and analytics, also you can see a lot of big names that are from MICA. And obviously, in the advertising space, MICA is known for advertising, and you can see that a lot of CEOs of large advertising agencies are also from MICA. So, in the advertising, marketing, digital communication, media space, you would see a lot of celebrities and industry leaders who have graduated from MICA. So that's the kind of alumni MICA boasts of.
So, what is the final verdict? Well, if you are a marketing enthusiast and you're 100% sure that you want to make a career in marketing and you are a very creative individual, then MICA is the place for you, because MICA is dedicated only to marketing enthusiasts. But if you're not sure about marketing as your career option, then you should try for other B schools. MICA is the mecca of marketing, and I believe that every marketing and I believe that the kind of in-depth knowledge that MICA can give you about marketing, no other B school can. So I hope this video was very informative and all the queries about MICA would have been resolved. In case there were some queries that were not resolved, I'm going to attach the links for curriculum, placements, alumni, all these things in the description box below. And like always, please do like this video and do hit the subscribe button so that I stay motivated to make more videos about MBA. And yes, do let me know in the comment section below whether you are planning to go to MICA this year or not. With that, thank you for watching this video, and I'm going to see you very soon in the next one.